हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Hare Krishna. Today Balram Shakti Prabhu is having some other essential engagements, so he is not available. We will be having Prabhupada Purport reading session now. Here, this is Rishabh Dev's activities. This is a very important chapter, and very nice instructions are given. So here the instructions are how does the mind act as a root of bondage. So this is the first thing that is explained. So we will try to discuss it elaborately, and that is the first instruction that is given. And next is what are the characteristics of Rishabhadev's divine behavior and pastimes, and then explaining the relation between the Vedic principles and the age of Kali. So these are the three main topics we can take from this chapter. And we will try to understand more deeply also, especially with relation to the mind. So this is the topic of our discussion in this section, we can say. So we'll just go to the translation. The king Parikshit asked Sukadeva Goswami, my dear Lord, for those who are completely pure in heart, knowledge is attained by practice of bhakti yoga and attachment to fruitive activities is completely burned to ashes. For such people, the power of mystic yoga automatically arises. They do not cause distress. Why did Rishabdev neglect them? So this is the very important question. For him, he is already very elevated soul, and for him everything is fine only. Why did he has to take up this job? So this is a very important question. He could have done simply like any other people. Why did he take up something very extraordinarily difficult? And Prabhupada is writing, the pure devotee is constantly engaged in the service of the Lord. Whatever is necessary for the discharge of devotional service is automatically attained through it. Though it may appear to be the results of mystic yoga power, sometimes yogi displays a little yogic power by manufacturing gold. A little quantity of gold captivates foolish people, and thus the yogi gets many followers who are willing to accept such a tiny person as a supreme lord. Such a yogi may also advertise himself as Bhagavan. However, a devotee does not have to exhibit such mystic wonders. Without practicing the mystic yoga process, he achieves even great opulence all over the world. Under the circumstances, Rishabhdev refused to mystic yoga perfections, and Maharaj Parikshit asked, why did he not accept them? Since for a devotee, they are not at all disturbing. A devotee is never distressed or satisfied by material opulence. His concern is how to please the Lord. If by the grace of Supreme Lord a devotee achieves extraordinary opulence, he utilizes the opportunity for Lord's service. He is not disturbed by the opulence. So here, very nice thing. Rishabdev not only just teaching that how to be detached from this all these situations in this world, he is also showing by his example. He is too much detached. So this is the speciality of Rishabdev, and extreme renunciation is shown by him. And here he want to teach about the problems of the mind. That's the reason. And now also we are discussing. See, if Rishabdev's renunciation was not of some use, why we will discuss after 5000 years? Until many devotees are discussing and writing, and even Sukadeva Goswami is inspired to tell about his renunciation. That means he is able to preach with his renunciation. So it's never a waste. It was a very good, successful thing that happened for him. So it worked, whatever he wanted to do. And why did he not take? So this another thing is. So when Bhakti Yoga, knowledge is attained by practice of Bhakti Yoga, and attachment for fruitive activities completely burned to ashes. We will just take few things in the purport. One is the powers are attained, so they are able to control matter. This happens for any living entity who is little bit more performing certain activities. Controlling matter is the law of nature. So if you are able to control mind, you can control matter. So control matter by controlling mind. So this is the formula that is used by all these mystic yogis. Why they are able to do? Why controlling mind is controlling matter? Because subtle you can control gross. How? Like say, even now also we see whoever is having more subtle energy, they can control. Like the politicians, they are able to control mass of the people. How they are able to control? That is also mystic power, because they are able to understand the subtleties. They are able to understand the emotionals. They have so much emotional intelligence, which is more subtle. Very simple example. The mother can understand the emotions of the child. That's why she is able to control the child. That's all. So similarly, that means subtle is able to control the gross. You are clear. Now when it comes to matter also, this gross matter, more and more subtler we go, more and more we can control. So most subtle person is Brahmaji. He is in terms of his body also, in terms of his existence. That's why he is able to create all the 14 planetary system. He has full control over matter. So here the yogis are able to display little yogic powers by manufacturing gold. So that's all. And people are captivated. Big people are captivated. That is, they are, one is they are fooling. Another, even if they are doing also, what is the value about it? Most important thing is not how much power we have, how much heart is changed. Like this famous example, one yogi goes, after 15-20 years he comes back to village and he says, I am able to walk on water, and he walks. And then the village, all villagers gather and then they see that this fellow is able to walk across the river and come back. An old person said, Arey, you spent 20 years just to earn 5 rupees. I give 5 rupees to the boatwala, he will do this job for me. And that's what actually the German scholar, he also says, whatever achievement the yogis have done, all the scientists have done the same achievements. They are able to fly in the air, go through the mountains. That means they are able to pierce the mountains and go ahead. They are able to go underwater, go into the air. All these things they are able to see things at afar, bring things at far. All these things are achieved by even scientists. What is so big deal about it? That means these yogic perfections are material. Even scientists are able to do it. They are doing very grossly. Yogis are doing in a subtle way. But both are doing the same thing. It's just a manipulation of matter, not to be impressed. And that's why Prabhupada writing, without achieving the mystic yoga process, however, a devotee does not have to exhibit such magical wonders. Because the greatest wonder, why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because anyway Gaur Purnima is coming, we will discuss this one point. It's very nice. Why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu not, sometimes he show, when he is Channavatara, why he has to hide? Because to imitate God, people want to imitate God. They want to become God. So in case of imitating Krishna, Rama or Narsingadev, it is little difficult. Even when Krishna was present, that time also there was Pandra Vasudev. So imitating God is difficult. But still there are people who are doing it. Now when it comes to of all the incarnations or of all the forms of the Lord, the most easy because they do very extraordinary activities. They do extraordinary actions, that is, it is why it is very difficult to imitate other forms. Most easy to imitate is who? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is the extraordinary activity? That is changing the heart of living entities. But when it comes to his external activities, you can be, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not show any extraordinary activities in terms of killing big demons and making bridge across the ocean. That things he did not do. So what he did, he was chanting and crying. Now, if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is famous as Supreme Lord, which he kept as secret. So why he kept secret? If he becomes Chaitanya as Supreme Lord, then this form is very easy to imitate by living entities. Because I can be Supreme Lord, what should I do? I just have to cry. And I have to show some external symptoms and crying. Like same thing happened when Haridas Thakur was, when the snake, charmer was knowing the snake, Haridas Thakur started exhibiting the symptoms of all love of God, and all the people were so much surprised. So one Brahmana wanted to imitate Haridas Thakur. The snake charmer started beating him. The people asked, why are you beating him? He's a Brahmana. He said, this fellow is imitating. Haridas Thakur was genuine. You are seeing the difference? To become God, it is easy with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu than any other form. If somebody want to imitate, they just have to show some external, all this crying, and people will think, wow, he is also another incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it becomes easy to imitate. But when it comes to Narsingadev or Rama and Krishna, even that time Krishna, they were putting 4 hands, and Vandrak Vasudev has imitation, 2 hands extra, and he's showing I am Vasudev. So can you see that how easy it is imitating Supreme Lord? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is most easy. That's why he has to keep his incarnation secret. And then it is revealed through acharyas. Even then also there were some bogus incarnations and incarnations of Nityananda Prabhu again coming. And one time I met one person in the temple, and he came and said, my guru is incarnation of Nityananda Prabhu. I said, really? And he showed the photo, and that fellow was so horrible looking. He is so heavy personality and so dark, and he just hardly, he's not wearing any clothes, and he's just lying. That photo is taking. I said, Nityananda Prabhu is the most handsome person in the creation, and you are showing some ugliest fellow, and you are telling he's Nityananda Prabhu. So it is so easy to imitate this form of the Lord. So that is the point. So Lord has to keep his incarnation secret. So another important thing I will tell. See, in Vedic culture, there is no biographies. So no biographies were there. So only everybody was writing about Supreme Lord only. Puranas, Itihasas, any other stories were written, but not about a specific person. You will not find, okay, there is a biography on Bhishma Dev, biography on some other personalities. We will not find. So Vedic culture is not there only. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, immediately some of the great personalities understood he is Supreme Lord. So they started maintaining. So almost 100 biographies of Lord Chaitanya, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mangala, like that we know very few. But there were almost 100 were written when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was alive and after he left his body. While he was alive only, while he was doing his pastimes, that time only they were started writing, because they could understand his Supreme Lord, not just by external symptoms. So the point is that this form of Lord is difficult to, easy to imitate. That's why he has to keep it secret. That is one of the reasons why Lord Chaitanya is Channavatara. If he knows that along with the 10 incarnations there is one incarnation, 11th Lord Chaitanya, finish. You will find everywhere people are crying and dancing to become God. They will say, I am incarnation of Lord, I am incarnation of Chaitanya, like that. So this is one reason why and it is very much revealed in the scriptures that we have discussed many times before. Gaurapunam again will do a revision of some of the prominent important shlokas and great acharyas, and this biography is also very essential. And not everybody understands also. Even other Vaishnava Sampradayas, they cannot understand that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord. So that is one of the good thing to protect from bogus people becoming Lord. Anyway, so here Sukadeva Goswami replied, My dear king, you have spoken correctly. However, after capturing animal, a cunning hunter does not put faith in them, for they might run away. Similarly, those who are advanced in spiritual life do not put faith in the mind. Indeed, they always remain vigilant and watch the mind's actions. So this is the most important thing. So I wanted to show you the PPT. This is actually the most important instructions of this chapter. So I'll just share the screen for you. Actually, this Buddha means one who is completely able to control his mind. Buddhi is in control. That's why that is Buddha. So it is not wrong actually, the word. Only thing is what they practice now is becoming difficult, which is not correct. So the first question is that for those who have burnt attachment to mystic power are natural, yet the rejected them to set a standard. Even the most advanced yogi must never trust the mind. So, if mystic perfection arises automatically for a pure devotee in heart, why did Lord Rishabhdev neglect them? So, this is the question, and bhakti is much more superior than all the mystic perfections, because mystic perfection is very attractive, and all the higher planetary systems and Tapoloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, and all this, they all have these cities. They are very powerful personalities, but that is not very pleasing. There is much more subtler enjoyment than that. That's how people go. And they said that the enemy within, a cunning hunter, does not put faith in a captured animal. The mind. So the next is, so we'll come to the PPT. We'll just read the translations first. Srila Sukadeva Goswami replied, My dear king, you have spoken correctly. However, after capturing an animal, a cunning hunter does not put, Prabhupada writing, Yajnadana tapah karma na tejyet karyam eva tat. Yajnodana tapaschaiva pavarani manishana. Acts of sacrifice, charity, penance are not to be given up, but should be performed. Indeed, sacrifice, charity and penance purifies even the great souls. Even, now this is most important thing actually. This is for everyone, grahasthas, brahmacharis, sannyasis. All this very nice instruction. Prabhupada has taken a very nice point here. He says that Even one has renounced the world and has taken sannyas should not renounce chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Renunciation does not mean that one has to renounce Sankirtana Yajna. Similarly, one should not renounce charity or tapasya. The yogi should control the mind and senses, must be strictly following. Rishabdev shows how how severe types of tapasya could be performed and is set an example for all others. So here na three things. Sacrifice is Sankirtanagya. Charity is you have to feed Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Penance is we are giving up our sense gratification. That means some Ekadasi vratas, Kartik vratas, that much at least we do, that is sufficient. No need to do extra. Bhakti is not like here Rishabdev is setting a different standard for different sannyasis and all. But for grahasthas and all, this much is sufficient. We have to do sacrifice, charity and penance. Simple penance is sufficient, but penance should be there. Because that will purify the heart. Otherwise, na, see, anyway the objects which we are having, they are going to go. This is a open secret. All the things which we are having are going to go anyway. Better is we only give up. We need not give up the object. We have to give the connection to the object, the false ego. So yesterday when my car got damaged, it came into maintenance. There was a big repair. As soon as the mechanic said, "Sir, this much it is going to cost," it's so much pain in my heart. I said, "It is costing so much." Then I understood. Wow, this is not the object. The connection to the object is what is making me pain. Anyway, I have to pay or do some needful. It is not anyway going to change. But why it is having effect? The effect is because of ego. I attach to it, that's why I am feeling. I was thinking, this much only is there because we are not having much things, no family, nothing. It is easy. And we know it's all Krishna's property, temple properties, and so it is easy for us to get free from these things. Anyway, we never earned also, so we cannot claim that it is mine. If somebody is earning hard-earned money, and if it is going, and how much painful it will be. This is a donation property only is causing me pain. And if it is a hard-earned money, and then wife, children, people have invested so much in the children, they gave up their sense gratification and invested in the career of the children, so much money and all. And then one fine day, we have to lose everything. So painful. And yesterday night I was coming, and these people who sell vegetables, fruits, they put in a trolley and then they take around. They have to walk for miles and miles every day to their house, to the market, and then they purchase the vegetables and fruits. Then they go around to sell it in different locations. And night till 10, 11, they will be putting in the shops, and then they go to their home. I was thinking how difficult it is, no? You have to hold a stand, and then he has to take care of his family, pay the rents, and then children education. So much struggle in this world. And because you struggled so much for that, automatically we start getting attached to it. And the ego becomes so much strong because I made it, I earned it, I work hard to get it. And then ego is very strongly hooking onto it. And then another is fruitive mentality, which is very strong. I want to get something in return from this. So this is another problem. So now, how to get rid of all these things? Even doing all these things, if a person performs sacrifice, charity and penance, he can come out of it. That is the only way. Otherwise, there is no way. Sankirtan Yajna, Prabhupada is telling, he does not mean one has to renounce Sankirtan Yajna. So charity, tapasya, Sankirtan, chanting, giving charity and doing penance, three should be going on parallelly. Then all these connections, there's so much energy, time you invested, and you are getting attached to it. We are making a sand castle, and then we are hoping that it will not break. When the high tide comes, everything will go away. The sand castle will be dissolved. Same thing is happening. People are so much into getting attached, affected by all these things, and then they cry. And Lord is feeling so sad. Arey, why are you why are you getting affected? So, like there is no other very sad state. He says all the learned scholars have given their opinion. The mind is by nature very restless, and one should not make friends with it. If we place full confidence in the mind, it may cheat at any moment. Even Lord Shiva became agitated by seeing Mohini form of Lord Krishna, and Sobari Muni also fell down from the mature stage of yogic perfection. So this is very nice explanation. The first business of one trying to advance in spiritual life is to control the minds and senses. Sri Krishna says, Mam aivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana manasashtani indriyani prakritistani karshati. Prabhupada is giving very, very relevant shloka. Perfect. See, problem is now when we are enjoying, at least we should tell to ourselves loudly. That means we should make it loud sound that I am doing nonsense. Means if somebody want to, and prayer also we should tell loudly. Prayer and chastisement, both should be done loud. Like we have to tell to Krishna, Krishna, I don't want that. Like I am speaking now, it should be voice, direct should be coming, not just in mind. That has a different effect. Krishna, I don't want to waste my time in sense gratification. Krishna, I don't want to, whichever form you are worshipping, whichever deity, like personally. You have to tell Krishna, I don't want to do sense gratification. I don't want to waste my time in ignorance. I want to be serious. We have to tell loudly. It has different effect. If somebody is so much not able to do it, you tell loudly to Krishna. Whenever you get, you not be present. Like now I am doing sense gratification. Then say I am watching news. Immediately I should tell loudly, Krishna, I don't want to watch this news, but somehow I am not able to control. Please help me. If you tell loudly, we will very soon come out of it. That is one of the ways. We have to tell. Then now we feel very. Whenever we are feeling bad, we should make it loud, chastising our mind also. Are you nonsense fellow? This is all dopamine effect. You cannot be happy. It is some rajoguna happiness. Why you want to enjoy? Why you want to? So we have to tell loudly. Immediately it has effect. So manasashtan indriyani. This is one of the way to control the mind. Tell that this is nonsense. This is passion. Although the living entities are part and parcel of Supreme Lord and therefore in transcendental position, they are still suffering in the material world and struggling for existence due to mind and the senses. To get out of this false struggle for existence and become happy in this world, one has to control the mind and senses and be detached from material conditioning. See, instructions are given at all levels. Instructions are told for senses, how we should maintain, for mind, for buddhi, and then ego. So all levels the instructions are told. Now the instructions are at the level. This Rishabdev is directly teaching what should be our senses and mind. And that is, and then there are next chapter will be also about senses and mind. And there are some instructions which are told, okay, at the level of ego, at the level of buddhi. So all levels instructions are given. For every level we should work hard. So one should never neglect austerities and penances. Austerities and penances are connected to our buddhi. So that should also be properly dealt with. It is connected to mind. Austerities and penances are connected to mind. For buddhi, we have to give proper knowledge, and false ego.
Alert from low battery.
And when it comes to ego, it is told about identity. So austerities and penance, this is for the mind, and this is about identity. So you are given right identity, so that is for ego. Matra स्वस्रा दुहित्रा वा नाविविक्तास्तो भवेत् बलवान इंद्रिय ग्रामो विद्वान अपि न कर्षति. A grahastha, vanapastha, sannyasi and brahmachari should be very careful when associating with women. One is forbidden to sit in a solitary place even with one's mother, sister, daughter. In our Krishna conscious movement, it has been very difficult to dissociate ourselves from women in our society, especially in Western countries. We are therefore sometimes criticized, but nonetheless, we are trying to give everyone a chance to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this is a very nice point. If we stick to principles of chanting Hare Krishna offenselessly, and by grace of Srila Haridas Thakur, we may be saved from the allurement of women. However, if we are not very strict in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we may at any time fall victim to women. So Balivan Indriyam Graha. So only way is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And he says, an unchaste woman is very easily carried away by paramours. Nityam dadati kamasya chidram tam anu ye artyah. Yogina krita maitrasya pratyur jayeva punchali. So woman very unjust is carried by paramour, and it sometimes happen that her husband is violently killed by her paramours. If the yogis give his mind a chance and does not restrain it, his mind will give facility to enemies like lust, anger, greed, and they will doubtlessly kill the yogi. So here this example is given because this happens in the society, and nowadays it is happening so much in India. The woman is in attachment with somebody, and both that man and this woman are killing the husband, and this is a very common thing that happens, and that is true also. Similarly, yogi gives his mind a chance and does not restrain, then he will be attacked by all these things. And here actually two examples are given of Lord Shiva and Saubari Muni. I forgot to point here. These are all Krishna's arrangement only, both of them. So that is very clearly explained in Laghu Bhagavatam. The Lord arranged the two situations so that devout people can understand. So in this world, the Punschali refers to a woman who is easily carried away by man. Such a woman is never to be trusted. Unfortunately, in the present age, women are never controlled. According to the directions of Shastra, women are never to be given freedom. When a woman must be strictly controlled by father. When she is young, she must be strictly controlled by her husband. When she is old, she must be controlled by elder son. If she is given independence and allowed to mingle unrestrictedly with men, she will be spoiled. A spoiled woman being manipulated by paramours may even kill her husband. And this example is given here because a yogi desiring to free from material conditions must always keep his mind under control. Now people may ask that why is this example, why is this happening? Because what happens, person loses intelligence when he is controlled by lust. That is the main problem. So both men and women, for the difference is, for man he don't have any restrictions because he is working hard, so he is very free to enjoy. I am not telling it is right, I am telling because he is earning money, man always have this. For him it does not matter, man always want enjoyment. So now man want enjoyment. For him there is no wherever enjoyment comes, I can pay and get, because I can pay and get. So this is how the system is for man. Now for women, now that's why what is told for man to control man, because he said follow dharma. He is given this instruction, Arey, you should follow dharma, you should follow the instructions of Guru, and he is given training of brahmacharya. So this is for man. He has to compulsory go, because he is earning money. If he is not getting training of brahmacharya, definitely he will make mistakes, and that is actually what is happening in women. And now I'll come to women's part also. So this is how the man is given the instructions and controlling and training, and sometimes he is allowed to marry more also. In Vedic culture we see Kshatriyas, Brahmanas and some Vaishyas also, they will marry more than one, because they are having so much passion, they are enjoying like that. If people say, Arey, why Kshatriyas, they have to marry 2-3 wives. You see the duty of a Kshatriya first, then you talk what they are doing and what facilities if you give them, it is not going to you will not mind if they are having little more enjoyment. Because what they are supposed to do is also very not less, because they have to take the responsibility of whole country, whole citizens, and make sure that everybody follows dharma. And any discrepancy, anything comes, they are the first person standing in the front to fight for it, and they are ready to lay down their life also to establishing dharma. It is not that they are always sitting and enjoying in the inner chambers of the palace. No, every day the morning they go, they have to do their regular practices of archery or whatever skills, and then they have to give charity. They have to, like, if you see the morning duties of Krishna, he was meditating, then he was doing sacrifices, then he was giving charity, and then he goes and takes care of other management things, and whole day he is engaged in all these things, and in the end he comes in the night. If you want to enjoy, that is allowed, okay. Because you did so much for the society, concession for you. That is why they are given that. And you can see that there are people who are coming bards and all, they glorify the king. Oh king, you are like this, your lineage is like this, and every day there is some glorification of the king. You may think, Arey, what is this? It is increasing the false ego. No, it is not increasing false ego. It is giving him right identity. Arey, you are supposed to do all these things, be careful. And that will help him to, because ego is what makes a person act. So that is how the glorification, the facilities are given for him, because he is doing so much. Now when it comes to women, only training the woman is given is chastity only. For women, she also need not follow any one man. So for women also, she can also be free. Man is saying, okay, for me I have so here the training is what? Training of chastity. Only one training, that's all. They need not go to Gurukul also. If they are chaste, and if her husband is a Brahmana, she will become Brahmana. She will get all the qualities of Brahmana just by serving the husband, that's all. If a Kshatriya serves the husband Kshatriya, she will get all the quality of Kshatriya. She can also take sword, and she can also fight. So that's why the women, the children also are coming as Kshatriyas only, because the woman got all the quality of a Kshatriya. When she begets children, immediately a Brahmana woman, most of the time the children are brought Brahmanas only, because she got all the qualities. So that is how so for man it is dharma. This is what is taught. Control the mind, control the senses. So very strict. And women very simple, just be chaste and everything you will get. No need to go and take a rigorous training in the Gurukul. You just be chaste to your husband, all the qualities which this fellow is working hard, and you get 50% of his whatever spiritual religious activity is doing. 50% credit you can take just by serving him. This is the system that is given. So now woman, the weapon that Lord gave to protect her is shyness. So shyness is actually protection for woman, so that she cannot do what man does, some of the things. So that shyness is a protection, and that will help women to remain little low and achieve equal benefit spiritually and religiously. But when this is gone, and which is not there for nowadays, when this is gone, then all the problems come. And here she is given independence, means she is losing this hello mingle unrestrictedly. That means the shyness is gone, then the problems start. So the question is very common question. Will the chaste wife share even the impious credit of the husband? No. Only pious. Only good things. Of course, she helps him to do something wrong, then she may get. Like she is also conspiring to rob a bank or something, then she will get credit. Otherwise, she will not get. Only good things. So that is the system that is given. For women also, she need not follow one man. Why she has to follow one man? Man, he will become emotionally attached. Woman, if she is not attached, she can go with anyone. That's why the shyness is given to women, so that she don't go here and there. So Lord protected women by giving shyness. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult for the society. So everything Lord has very nicely planned, but cunning human beings, they tamper everything and damage. And you said this is the point what I was telling, what Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur was telling. So the example is given here. Yogi desiring to get free from mental conditions must always keep the mind under control. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur used to say that in the morning our first business should be to beat the mind with the shoes 100 times, and before going to bed to beat the mind 100 times with a broomstick. So that is what I was telling, to speak loudly. Beating is not just take a broomstick and beat, it is telling loudly, or you're doing nonsense, nonsense. So in this way, one's mind can be kept under control. An uncontrolled mind and an unchaste wife are the same. An unchaste wife can kill a husband anytime. An uncontrolled mind, followed by lust and greed, anger, madness, envy and illusion, can certainly kill the yogi. When a yogi is controlled by mind, he falls down into the material condition. One should be very careful of mind, just as husband should be careful of an unchaste wife. So here, the point that is important to understand is, women also have to control the mind to remain chaste. It is actually easy for women to control this mind and senses compared to man. Woman is more focused. Man, that's why addictions are all for men only most of the time. Alcohol or cigarette and all. You see, women are less compared to men. Why? Because men are either emotional or rational. They cannot be both. Emotional and rational. But women, they can be simultaneously both. This is left brain and this is right brain. Sorry, I gave wrong. This is right brain. This is left brain. Women can activate both the brains at a time, not man. For man, either works emotional or rational. He is too rational and he is too emotional. Too emotional. This is the cause of his getting addictions. For women, they can control mind. They can be more focused. Like I'll give this in Kota. There is a place in Rajasthan where all the after 10th, all the children they go for entering in writing coaching for IIT, JEE, and they join there. So in one institute, 3,000 students joined. In the 2,000 were boys and 1,000 are girls. So the main the institute in charge, he came for giving a motivational talk on a big playground for the campus, and he gave his speech, and then he told, see, now here we have, this is a proper, he was telling this, he said, see, here we have 1,000 girls, 2,000 boys. So now this 1,000 boys will talk to this 1,000 girls. Anyway, they are not going to get any good marks because of that. 1,000 boys who are not talking, they will get good marks, and 1,000 girls will get good marks. I am expecting only 2,000 are going to succeed, and 1,000 are going to fail. 1,000 boys, because 1,000 girls are there. Why? If a girl talks to boy, boy will lose. He will become emotional and he will not be able to focus. At woman can focus. That is not a problem for her. This is the system. She can get good marks even talking to man. But boy, if he talks to girl, he cannot get good marks. This is not my analysis. Shastra is telling. Along with Shastra, this is a, he is, I don't want to name the institute, but he is running the institute for many years. Some decades he is learning. So he knows how is the psychology of man and woman working. And this is his analysis. So for woman, if she decides to focus, concentrate, she is much better than man in some of the cases. When it comes to detachment, it is difficult for her, but she can focus. She sits for chanting. She can chant better than she can focus and chant. She can get absorbed in chanting, but she'll not get detached very fast compared to man. Man has that because his rational brain works very fast. So extreme rational. He can be extremely detached, extremely addicted. So that is advantage. For women, she is in between. So this is man's state and this is woman's state. So she is in between. That's why she cannot be carried away by extreme addictions and all. Emotional state people are carried away. Even though the statutory warning is written, cigarette smoking injurious, people are, they cannot use their rational brain and come out of it. Arey, oh, it's so dangerous. We cannot smoke. We cannot drink. It will damage my liver and it will damage. Man cannot understand only. He's going on addicting. That time rational brain don't work. That means emotional state. And when he's rational, he's completely detached. And he can go to Himalayas and do tapasya and all. So he can be extreme rich. But woman is balanced. That's why a man needs woman to balance his emotions and rational mind. To be balanced. Not extreme emotion nor extreme ration. She can balance. So here, for her it is easy to concentrate also, but she cannot go to extreme rational and give up things. That's why brahmacharya, sannyasa and all is not given for women, because she cannot give up. Even she goes to Himalayas, she may get attracted to some yogi. I'm sorry, this is the wrong example. So, not attracted, she want to care, sorry, this is correct. She want to care somebody. Women always want to care. She will not get attracted. She will want to care for anyone, because she always has this emotional part which cannot be given up. The mind is a root cause of lust, anger, pride, greed, lamentation, illusion. This is not our research. This is the research from scientists only. Shastra is giving according to this research, without telling about the research work. Shastra specialities, they will not tell the research. Scientist will come and tell the same thing. Now when it comes to creation also is the same thing. Creation, when we say, array, it is coming like this, it is coming like this, and all the universes are coming from the pores of Mahavishnu. And scientists also came to the research. They said, yeah, all the universes are coming from black hole. They don't know what is black hole. That is the, but we know that universes are coming from a hole. This is Shastra is already telling, and scientists after so many years of research, they are coming to the same thing. And similarly, we tell creation comes from settle to gross. Now they are not accepting. When future they will come to the same conclusion. So instead of wasting our time in research, Better go what Shastra says. So Shastra is telling women should do like this, man should do like this, and it's very easy. Why you have to waste your time in all this, all this research work. So this is the research from a materialistic scientist, and I am telling that this is already Shastra is telling this is how a woman and man should do. So the mind is the root cause of lust, anger, pride, greed, lamentation, illusion, and fear. Combined, these constitute bondage of fruitive activity, which what learned man would put faith in the mind. This is such a nice point. So I will. So the mind is the original cause of material bondage. It is followed by many enemies such as anger, pride, greed, lamentation, illusion, and fear. See these things now we may say, Prabhuji, I am not very angry person, I am not very proud person, I am not greedy person, but there is but this is there. Lamentation is there. Sometimes we become unhappy. Illusion is definitely there and fear is there. So these things are there. The best way to control is to engage it always in Krishna conscious. Sabai mana Krishna padar vindyo. This always word is important. So unless this is not there, always we will have the above things for sure. People may say, Bro, I am not having any lamentation, I am not illusion, I am not fearful. People may think that is another big illusion. Thinking that you don't have is a big illusion. All these things are definitely there as long as always Krishna consciousness is not there. So that is the point. Since the followers of the mind bring about material bondage, we should be careful not to trust the mind. So very clear here. And then it is said that Lord Rishabdev was the head of all kings and emperors within this universe. But assuming the dress and language of an Avaduta, he acted as if dull and materially bound. Consequently, no one could observe his divine opulence. He adopted this behavior just to teach yogis how to give up the body. Nonetheless, he maintained his original position as a plenary expansion of Lord Vasudeva Krishna, remaining always in that state. He gave up his pastimes of Lord Rishabdev within the material world. If following in his footsteps of Lord Rishabdev, one can give up his subtle body, there is no chance that one will accept the material body again. So this is the this one image I will show you of Rishabdev, the strategy of the Avaduta. Lord Rishabdev was the head of all kings. He adopted behavior of madman, not out of madness, but it's a pedagogical tool. By acting blind, deaf, and dumb, he taught yogis how to completely disconnect from the subtle body and ignore the external world. He remained fully absorbed in his identity as Vasudeva. So this is Vasudeva. So this is what Rishabdev did to help all conditioned souls. This is his style of preaching. And this is the first part of the topic, and then we will now take the questions. If we have any other, we will go for, we can go for other next topic of this. Yes, Gail Mataji, we will take for the first topic questions.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, just I know we've said about this in previous classes, but can you again distinguish between the emotions of the emotional man and how we say that women tend to be more emotional than
And
men. So
rational.
what's the
Rational.
no, no, no. Ordinarily, right? We say that women are more emotional than men. But here today and in other classes, we say that men are more the men can be of two extremes, either emotional or rational, right? So
Yeah.
when men are being emotional, how is that different from how we commonly say that women are emotional? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, emotional in the sense when men, especially when he gets sense gratification, he does not able to restrain himself. He goes into the sense gratification very deeply, even though it is damaging him. There he cannot use his rational brain. He becomes emotional when he gets sense gratification. That is the point. Like say, I gave the example of these addictions. When he is drinking alcohol, when he is smoking, he becomes very emotional in that case. That means he is enjoying. So when he is getting enjoyment and he is going to wrong woman, and no, even though he is knowing that he is losing all money in gambling, he cannot control himself. He is putting his money, and no, he is getting emotionally involved in the gambling. He is emotionally involved in drinking alcohol. He is emotionally involved in wrong association. So that is where the man becomes emotional. He cannot use his
So
rational brain knowing that it is damaging him.
so we're saying that men tend to be tend to have more addictive personalities.
There is because that emotional part na, he cannot control. He goes into extreme emotion. That's why woman is needed to help him. Okay, wait a minute. This much is to be done. This much is to be done. So woman helps a man to become little rational in some cases.
But if the man is the one who is more addictive, right? Then why do we say that it's the women who are more attached to matter?
Oh, see, actually, now how Lord created this formula I told previously also. See, women here they are 4 times. They eat 2 times. Women, this is given 2 times more than man. Food, intelligent. They are 6 times envious and 9 times lusty. So this is what is the thing that is given in the Shastras. Now what is meant by uh, why I'm explaining you will 2 times they eat food means not in quantity. They can relish.
Oh,
They are very good in relishing better than man 2 times. 4 times intelligent in the sense in whichever areas of their interest they are more intelligent than man, or second thing is they can appreciate intelligent people or intelligent persons 4 times more than man. Like if somebody is intelligent, they can appreciate it more nicely. Oh, this is a very intelligent activity that is done, so their appreciation level is very high. And 6 time envious means they get affected by envious activity 6 times more. Like say if you go to a party, and then the woman other mataji comes and says, can you click a picture with my mobile, then you may say, oh, I don't know how to do it, I don't like to do it. And then she immediately feels that, oh, she must be envious of me, and then she's not taking because I'm looking more beautiful than her, whatever. And now she will really get affected. She will go and tell to the husbands and 10 more people, she did like this to me, she did. Husband will say, "Arey, let it be na, she may be really not good or she's not interested," but she cannot understand like that. Husband will take it lightly, but for women na, it is 6 times more affecting her, because that's
hmm.
how the system is given for her. And 9 times lust is not actually just a physical enjoyment. She likes to have good wardrobes, good curtains, good sofa set, good these things. That's why if you see a bachelor's house and a married person house, you have many items around because they have a good experience of things. So they want to have good experience of all the things around, good furniture, good gardens, good these things, because women are more on an experiential level. So that's why, because women are experience and man is of a, he is a task man. So That is the difference. So they are
They
experiencing. That's why we
experience,
experiences are emotional.
but men,
Man is little
when it comes
rational.
to, no, when you say women are experiencing more than men, means
Yeah.
means what?
Because for them, experience is more important than the task. That's what. Say like if we are sitting and watching some movie or something in the house, and mother is there, and in between, very important thing, mother will say, you want to eat something, you want to drink something, you are doing thing. We may say, Arey, already something is happening, na? Some important climax is happening in the movie, and why are you asking for something else? For her, it is not the task. They go for a movie. The woman want popcorn. In between, she's talking to the boy with whom she came. The boy is thinking why she's disturbing me in the movie, because for her it's not the task. It's the experience that matters for her. Whole experience of that activity that is happening there at the home or at any event. That's why they are interested in social events, because it gives an experience for them. So they want to
Oh, like
experience all the
an
things that are
emotional.
happening.
You're talking emotional experience
Yes, yes, emotional experience. That's why they are called emotional.
because they're more interested in the mood of what is
Yeah,
going on.
yeah. Say I give this example, and I hope nobody will forget it. Like if husband comes to home and wife tells no, the fan is not working, and then husband says, okay, we'll call the electrician, get it repaired. They'll say, no, 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 I actually switch off the fan, it did not on. Then I took a broomstick and I tried to rotate it, and the husband says, okay, okay, I understand, fan is not working, no, we'll get it repaired. No, 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 after that I went to the main switch and then I tried to on it off and all. Then he says, yeah, yeah, fan is not working, I'll get an electrician. No, 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 after that. Then when husband says again, then wife thinks, Arey, why are you not listening to me, you don't love me, why did you marry, and all these things. The poor husband is thinking, where is the connection? So it is not that she want to shell the experience and he is thinking about the task. He's telling our task is to just get it repaired. Woman is talking about the experience that is happening around. So you are seeing the difference. No? That's okay. No?
Okay, so let me say, okay, so um, emotional man, we're talking about addictive personality. Rational
Yeah.
man, he is able, we're talking more like easily detached, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. He is
Rational.
like no. For him, na, he will not even think of like responsibility for children and house. That will not come to the man's mind. He will. Woman is there, then only it will come for him. Then he will become responsible because of woman. Man becomes responsible. That's why in India there is a saying: if boys are very responsible, they say get him married. Then he'll become responsible because woman helps him to become responsible. Or if sister or mother is there at home, then the boys become responsible because woman makes boy man responsible. Because anyway, that is because of so many other things. We'll not go deeper. The reason.
Running away. But okay, so when we say that a man is emotional, that means one thing, like addictive personality.
Yeah.
But when a woman is emotional, we mean that she cares more about the mood of things rather than the tasks at hand or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah. Here
So
Shakti
so
Mataji is writing in the chat box. Even though I was had severe body ache yesterday, still I stitched this tablecloth to make the dining table beautiful.
yeah, even though I have severe, well, I guess I still this table, make the dining table beautiful.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
experience is more
So
important.
yeah, when you say experience, I translate that as like the mood, the feelings
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So emotions means one thing for when you're talking about women, but it means another thing. Emotional means another thing when you're talking about a man.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
seems
yeah.
like that. Uh-huh. And when we say women are more attached to, yeah, we tend to need more things, right? Whereas men
Because
don't.
they enjoy many things, so they want many things around. 9 times more.
Yeah, because that's connected to their need for the experience, the mood, no?
Yes, yes,
That
yes, yes,
that it gives, the feelings that
yes,
the things give, no?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So this is
Oh,
from Shastra. This statement is from Shastric statement.
okay, bro.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, thank you all very much. We'll end here. ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, हरे कृष्ण. I please forgive if I spoke something. If anybody is